Hey guys, Jessica here with Home Sweet Farmhouse, and today's video is a video challenge. Why? Because I'm going to show you what I'm doing, but I also want to challenge you to do something similar. What I'm doing is taking a piece in my home that I no longer love, and that's going to be my TV stand. And I don't know how many videos you may have seen of mine. If you haven't seen that many, check them out. I definitely have this TV stand in some of my dog training videos, and we have had this for like 9 years now. And honestly, I loved it when we first bought it. It just no longer fits with me. It no longer fits with the furniture that I have brought into the house, and I don't love it anymore. So the challenge is to find a piece in your home that you no longer love and upcycle it with only products that you already have in your home. I am not going to buy anything for this project. I am only using what I already have at home, and I'm going to upcycle this and turn this into a piece that I love. So the inspiration for this video actually just came about because we're all stuck indoors, right? So we're all doing different projects and finding different things around our house to do to keep us occupied, to keep us busy. So why not do something that's really going to make a difference? And for me, I was already, before all of this happened, before we all were quarantined in our homes, I had already decided that I wanted to either do something with the TV stand or buy a new TV stand. And I was looking at new TV stands. I was struggling finding what I wanted because there's really not a lot. I mean, to get anything with real quality, it's so expensive. And you know, not everybody has a ton of money right now. I totally get that. So I'm only going to be using items that I already have. I'm not buying anything, and I'm going to completely transform our TV stand into a piece that I love again. So I want to challenge you to do the same thing. Watch this video, watch what I do, and become inspired to do something similar in your home. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get started by just clearing all of this off. I'm gonna take off all of the hinges, all of the door pulls, everything. I'm gonna take all of the hardware off, and yeah, we'll go from there, and then you'll see what I do with it. All right, so we're on day 2 now. Yesterday, I took the Nouveau cabinet paint in the Earl Grey color, which I used in our bathroom cabinet video. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it in the description below. And like I said, I'm just using whatever I have on hand. I'm not buying anything new to redo our TV stand. So I took 2 coats of the Nouveau cabinet paint all over the TV stand, which you can see here, as well as all of the shelving, the doors, the drawers, and that's all dried overnight. So I'm really happy with how this color paint has turned out so far. It has like a bluish tone to it, which I don't know if you can quite see in the video, but I really like that. And today what I'm gonna do is go over it with this white paint that I have. Again, I'm just using what I have. I'm not going out and buying anything new for this. And like I'm gonna show you here, yesterday I sanded down the whole thing, all of the pieces, all of the shelving, and I didn't do like a really rough sanding. I just wanted to add a little bit of texture to it so that the paint had something to adhere to. So I did that. I sanded everything down. And then really important, I took a brush and I brushed off as much of the sanding dust as I could, and then I took a rag and wiped everything off after that, and of course let it dry before I started painting. That's a really important step that I don't want you guys to miss, because if you get all of that sanding dust in the paint, you're gonna have like texture in the paint. It's not going to look good. It's not going to stick well. So definitely make sure you do that. It didn't take long to do. I was able to get 2 coats of paint on it. So today we're going to start with the white paint over top of the gray paint, and then we're gonna do a little bit of distressing. I really think this is gonna turn out awesome, so stick with me to see how it turns out. Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you a quick update where I am on the TV stand up cycle that we're doing. So I put 2 whole coats of white paint all over the stand, and then I was so close to running out of white paint. I only got a 3rd coat on the top and sides and the trim. So I think that's gonna work out, because a lot of the places that I only got 2 coats on, you're not gonna see it like at all. So I'm really not too concerned with it. Plus, we're gonna be distressing it. So the next step is to start distressing. And really, when you're distressing, it is 100% a personal preference of how much distressing you want on it. Maybe you just want the edges distressed, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna distress it a little bit more than that. So I'm gonna move this back outside to do some sanding, and I'll see you in the next update. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a really quick update on the TV stand. So I ended up pulling out my electric sander because doing it by hand was just taking way too long, and I knew I had 3 coats of white paint before I would get back down to the gray. So I figured it wasn't gonna hurt anything. I mean, I didn't like the stand to begin with anyway, so I was just gonna thank you. So I figured I'd try the electric sander, and I actually am really happy with the results so far. So I'm going to show you, I haven't cleaned it yet. That's my next step. I'm getting ready to clean it. So I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to show you some of the distressing I've done. And, you know, be really aware of what's going to show and what's not going to show. If it's not going to show, I didn't really spend a ton of time on it. So I'm getting ready. Like I said, it's not cleaned off yet, but the distressing, I don't think shows up as well on the camera as it does in real life, but I've also distressed, you know, the pieces that are going back on. So that's where we're at. I'm getting ready to clean everything off, and then we'll begin moving it back inside and putting the TV back on it. All right, so now I have cleaned everything up. We brought it in, reassembled everything. I went ahead and used the same hardware that was already existing on the piece, because again, I didn't want to pay to buy anything new. I literally only used whatever we had in the house already to completely redo this item. And I really, really hope that it inspires you to take a piece in your home that you just don't love anymore and to really transform it into something that you're gonna be able to live with at least for a little while longer. So really quick, before I end this video, I did want to share with you guys, because I told my husband this morning, I really wish I had been in the mindset to take some pictures, or some video would have even been better. But yesterday we had a nest of black widows beside the house, and it really freaked us out, especially me. And so that really kind of set back the whole, like, I had intended to get all of this set up last night and it didn't happen because we had that whole thing to contend with. And if you have ever dealt with that before, I mean, this is actually only the second time I've had to deal with black widows in my life that I remember, and it's not fun. Like, I literally had nightmares all night long after that. So let me know in the comments if you've ever had to deal with anything like that, specifically black widows, because they are really creeping me out right now. And I've already called the pest control guy to come back and respray the whole area because I just don't know. So if you've had anything like that happen, even if it hasn't set you back on a project, just if you've dealt with an issue like that, post in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you about it. But really, this piece now, I mean, you know, I showed you, I did end up using the electric sander to get some of the distressing that I wanted on it, just because I had so many coats of paint, but it went back together fairly easily. And you know, like I said, you could change out hardware if you're doing a piece in your house, but I didn't want to buy anything. My husband actually said that he thinks the hardware looks better on this as it's painted now than it did previously, so that's a win. So I hope you guys like how I remade this and how much better it looks in my home, just in the area in general, because really the way it was did not match anything in our decor. So I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, and let me know what it is inspiring you to do. When you are doing a piece, take pictures, take video, post it on Instagram, tag me, and I will repost in my stories because I want to see what you're doing. I really want to know that this has inspired you to do something and recreate something in your house and upcycle what you already have instead of just going out and buying a new piece, because what happens to the old piece, right? I mean, we can donate it, and that's a great thing to help somebody maybe a little bit less fortunate find a piece. Or you know what, you might be that person in the thrift store looking for pieces to upgrade and upcycle, and so you know, that's a great thing too. But take a piece in your home right now this weekend, and I really hope this has inspired you to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. When you do, a bell will pop up. Click the bell, select all notifications. That way YouTube can notify you every single time I post a new video. I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.